Hello everybody, thank you for watching Knife Craze 2.0. I'd like to thank you for your attendance and your audience. If you have any friends who like knives, I suggest you recommend them to this channel. Because me, my mud and chops, and all my knives are going to be talking to you every week. Not the knives or the mud and chops, they don't talk, but I do. I talk a lot. And essentially what I'm going to be doing for you is reviewing knives. I'm going to be reviewing knives, fixed blades, folders, Bowie knives, combat knives, hunting knives, fishing knives, all kinds of knives. The list goes on. And I like doing this for you because, one, I just like doing it. I like to inform people about what is a good tool, a good knife to have. I like to tell people, if they are carrying a knife, well, here's what you should do. I'm not bossy. I just like to help inform people, what's the right choice to make. Because as a knife collector and everyday carry guy myself, I like to be sure I'm carrying the best tool. And for me, that best tool would fall to two separate bladed tools. I can't really call them both knives because they're not both knives. One of which is not the knife, is the Leatherman Wingman multi-tool. Now this is a really nice piece right here. It's all stainless steel construction. Get a fairly decent blade with it. In fact, it's pretty sharp right now. I might be able to get it to shave some hair. Yeah, not really right now. It needs to be sharpened a bit. But you get a decent knife with it. It has some serrations on there, so if you got to cut through something that's a little tougher, you can. It's also got the straight edge for your more simple cutting tasks. It has a pair of scissors on it too, right there, which honestly could be sharpened a bit, but other than that, they work just fine. And just like any other multi-tool, you fold it open, and it has that set of pliers right on it. It also has some tools in the handles of it. For example, we have, starting from over here, working over there, we have a package opener. This little thing's the package opener. It's essentially a sharpened little hook. Okay? It's a sharpened little hook which you can use to open up mail, and trust me, it works very well. It also just slices through cardboard boxes and tape. Over here you have a steel file, which honestly doesn't work too well, but it's better than having no file at all. And on the other side you have some measurements. And then you have your bottle opener or can opener, So you have some pretty standard tools on it, but at the same time you have some unconventional tools. For example, that package opener. I did not expect it to have that, but it does. And I'm not complaining, I think it works pretty good. And on the other side you have, of course, the most standard of tools you're ever going to find on a multi-tool, your two screwdrivers. You have your flathead, which is very wide. I don't know why it's so wide. It might not look it, but trust me, it's quite wide. It doesn't really fit into a lot of screw slots. And you also have your star screwdriver. I'm sure there's another name for it. Honestly, I really don't care. I just call it a star screwdriver. But yeah, it has a star screwdriver, and I'm pretty sure all the tool aficionados are going to get on my ass about that. But what's cool is that they've actually flattened it so it fits into the slot here, right? But at the same time, it can still work for screws. So that is one of my everyday carry tools. The other one I carry is my knife. Now, I never carry these two at the same time. The way cops work over here in Canada, yes, I'm Canadian. I'm not a gun-toting, cheeseburger-eating American. I am a Canadian, eh? Yes, I eat poutine. I don't like hockey, and it doesn't always snow here. So don't think that. But yeah, in Canada, essentially, our knife laws are a little different. Cops view knife carry a little differently. And, it's not really a good idea to carry two knives. If you do, whatever, up to you, but I don't. So the knife I do carry, it's always one or the other, it's never both. But the knife I do carry is this Buck 875 liner lock folding knife. Now, I've attached a little zip tie to the top and trimmed off the excess, so I have a little something extra to, you know, no, this is not an illegal mod, it's just something which helps me get my grip on there to open it a bit better, because this thumb thumb groove in here, this hole in the blade, it honestly doesn't work all that well for opening it. Now this has got a pretty decent edge on it. I mean, it uses a Buck's signature 420HC steel, so I was able to sharpen it pretty well. It's not hair popping sharp, but it's sharp enough that it'll pretty much go through anything that you're trying to cut. And it's got a decent sized blade. It's not too long, which, you know, as I mentioned, in Canada is an important thing. It's not longer than the palm of my hand. In either way, it's not longer than the palm of my hand, so this is legal for carry. And like I said, it's a liner lock folding knife. The liner lock, pretty sure most of you know, but if you don't, it's this extra piece of metal which is originating from the side of the knife, and then it folds out, kind of comes out of the side to hold that blade in place. Now if I push that over to the side, the knife blade can close. Now there's no lock on it. There might be, I don't know actually. But as far as I know, there's no lock on it keeping it closed. It's kind of just like a magnetized thing or something on the inside here which keeps it closed until I apply my own strength to open it. So this is a completely legal folding knife. And I gotta say, I really like it. As you can see, the pocket clip, which of course is useful on a knife, it's spread out quite a bit because that's how much I've carried it. I wear a lot of jeans, sometimes I'll wear track pants, and I've carried this knife wearing about almost any type of clothing that covers the bottom of my body, excluding skirts and dresses. In terms of male clothing, jeans, track pants, shorts, I've carried this knife in that pocket. So it's had to, that pocket clip's had to fight its way over a lot of thick seams and pocket openings. But it has, because it's a buck knife. So that is what I'll normally be carrying. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but if I didn't, I do a lot of camping and hiking, and normally when I go and do that camping and hiking, I will carry a different type of knife. Not on my person, but in my backpack, and normally that will be the Mora Companion. The reason for this is, one, it costs 20 bucks, so if I wreck it or lose it, I really don't care, I can easily replace it. Second of all, it's bright orange, so if I do lose it out when I'm in the woods or in high grass or whatever, I have a better chance of finding it. 3, it's stainless steel. A lot of people prefer carbon steel because it's apparently tougher or easier to sharpen. I'm not exactly sure what the current literature on that says, but I chose stainless steel because, you know, it won't rust, and you know, I can sharpen it fairly easy enough. Now this originally did have a Scandi grind, but I tried my freehand sharpening on it and I kind of messed that up. Really wish I hadn't done that. So I've just used a one of those pull-through sharpeners that you hold in your hand like this and you pull it over the blade like that. So it's got a working edge on it right now. So that's why I carried this one, because it's cheap, it's easy to find, it's large enough for most of the tasks I myself find myself doing on a hiking trip. Not only that, it's got a nice comfortable grip on it, so if I'm batoning something, my hand ain't going to get all worn out from doing that. Another reason why I like to carry this when I'm going camping is because the pocket clip or belt clip. I don't have to weave my belt through it, I can just open it up, pull it over my pocket or my belt, and it hangs off it like that. It also has a little opening in the back there, so if I put a nail in the wall, I can hang that. It also has a drainage hole right down there at the bottom. So there you go, guys. Those are the 3 bladed tools that I use on a daily basis. Whether it's my folding knife, my multi-tool, or my camp knife, I'll have one of those on me, depending on where I'm going or what I'm doing. This excludes if I'm going into a school or if I have to go to a police station, which honestly I never have to do. Just pretty much any of those government buildings, I probably won't have one of these on me. But if it's anything else, going shopping, going to Walmart, going to the mall, going out and about, going on a bike ride, going hiking, going to the fucking mailbox, part of my language, I will have one of these tools on me. And I just wanted to share that with you. So, If you hope to see more content like this in the future, you're in luck. You're gonna. If you want to see more content like this, you're gonna have to subscribe and hit that bell icon beside the subscribe button so you're notified whenever I put out a new video. And if you really like this video or even liked it a bit, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like on it. Thank you so much for watching. Whenever you're watching this video, whatever time it is, I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good evening, a good afternoon, whatever. Just have a good time. Thanks for watching.